Hi guys, if you want to check your own relationship, please contact me for your own personal reading. It is still on the special throughout the month of September. Hi guys, this is my X spread. I have designed it. This is pretty much what is the merge of psychology, archetypes, energies, tarot, occult, everything together. There are 7 different significators. What means significator? It is basically a card that represents a category. And the same cards exist in a deck, so we might have the same card coming out. So let me really quickly run you through it, what they mean. So when we start the reading, we just can go through it quick, right? So the first category, the magician category, number 1 tells me if this relationship is a starter. Magician is the one with the tools. Magician is the one who can manifest. Look at this energy, the bolt of basically electrical bolt going right through him. Something that can be created. Is it infinite? Is it going to last? Is it forever after all, right? Now, what in this category you have cheating? What in this category you have sneakiness? Then right away we know it's not going to be a really solid relationship. Now the next category is temperance reversed. So temperance is an angel, very specific spiritual kind of connectivity, right? This is more or less what's going on kind of like day-to-day kind of level, but this is kind of like very spiritual. Can we overcome our differences? Because everybody is getting along when they're getting along. It is the issue when we do not get along, how to actually address it, right? So when the temperance is reversed, they're actually more exploring things that do not work out. And if they are not kind of like working out, I want to see what is the glue that is missing. So literally you buy the glue. So if the glue is you have to fix yourself, then you know I either will have to change my ways, or this relationship is not going to work out. Or if he doesn't change, it's not going to go anywhere, right? This can also mean you're not communicating well on a financial level, etc., etc. Then we have significators, Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands. So one of them is you, whichever one you pick. So one is going to say, and generally I take Queen of Wands as the main one. So this is going to tell me what a partner thinks about you, how they see you, like what projections they have on you, because we all have our little kind of like movie that kind of we project on this person, and in spite of all appearances we keep striving to get that. So 8 of Wands is my communication card and my energy cards. It's going to tell me how this really works in between the two of you and what kind of like love arrows did happen or happening. Then this is going to be the partner. It's going to tell me literally what you're never told, what they really think, what they really feel. Then the judgment card is literally my karma card. I have 4 karma cards, this one being the strongest. So why karma? Because things from the past are coming to the surface and we are dealing with them once for all. Have you been good? Have you done the right things? Have you tried to manipulate? Were you manipulated? This is all basically now summarized by karma and saying, okay, well, this is how I see this relationship. So this is more or less kind of like what you have been given and then what you did with that, and sort of like verdict, if you wish. And this is going to tell me the quality of your relationship at this time and if there is a possibility of moving to the next level. All right, so now when we kind of like have this intro, and it was 3 minutes 50 seconds, then just jump into this month, since basically I'm just a few days late. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend it, because this really should be from the 15th to the 15th, so that way we can really see kind of like how the passage of the month will go. So I'm going to do here basically 4 lines and maybe sneak peek for the end of the September. So it's going to be from the 15th to 22nd or 20. I usually go in a 10 days chunk. 15, well, let's say 15th to 22nd, 22nd to the end of the month, then the first 10 days, second 10 days, last 10 days. So we can kind of like actually cover September, so you kind of like see the trajectory as well. So guys, let's start. Hi Aquarians, let's see what's happening with our on and off relationships and with our exes. Okay, so let's go from the 15th to the 23rd, even though keep in mind that tarot is very tricky with timing, so something might be already starting to happen, might not, but this first week is kind of crucial because of the solar eclipse taking place. So let's see what's in the toolbox. Well, we are. So meaning we can manifest our destiny. Yeah, because the solar eclipse is on Leo Aquarius axis. So what needs to be repaired? Depression, guys. Some of us are still depressed. So time to go out, spend time outside. Exercise is really good, natural remedy. Of course, you have like some herbal kind of supplements. Go and see your doctor. That kind of like has to, looks like something has been eroding us. So let's see what her partner thinks about us. Oh, they think the world of us. That's lovely, isn't it? But it's also kind of like they think that we have moved on as well. There is like communication that may happen, but it's going to be harsh and abrupt, or kind of like that this is kind of like still the bad taste in the mouth from what has happened in the past. The partner is kind of like realizing that they have created some walls that were kind of impenetrable, and kind of acknowledging their share of the problem, but the walls are not completely taken down. They're still holding on to things that they have, holding on to their own issues. And karma is saying, be strong. Look, Lion, Leo, Aquarius axis. So this is really talking about this lunar eclipse. Oh my gosh. So it's going to be karmic, guys. It's going to show us the strength. So really important to do meditation to kind of like be in balance. And check it out, the next phase. It's still not the right timing, or it wasn't the right person to start with, or relationship with them would be solely us. So it takes two to tango kind of a thing, right? So let's see the next week. The test. There'll be some kind of a test of how to simply deal with mundane things. There is no communication. They do think of us as that we do demand and do want to know the truth, or maybe that we are a little bit, I guess, too harsh. And we can be harsh, but we usually get harsh not as a default, but only when we are basically being made stupid, that, you know, we do know that somebody's lying and they are trying to convince us they are not, and that's when this happens. Maybe it's a lesson for us. Maybe this is the test, because this is saying we are not going to pass the test, we are going to go back into that harshness. Maybe it's a test for us to kind of like learn how to communicate better. Maybe how to realize, well, wait a minute, if you do not want to behave like an adult, if you do not want to tell me, then I'm not going to engage in this kind of fury. Instead, I'm simply going to walk away. You keep building your walls. Have a good life. Make sure that you have a window or two. However, there is some kind of coming back to the old issues. Looks like something has to be resolved. This is lots of thinking processes. This is not necessarily coming back physically. Something still hasn't been resolved. They think we moved on, but there is like still something in between that is still lingering. The partner, however, is wondering if they should contact us, and I think this is kind of connecting to them. And I'm sorry, somebody did say that they cannot see the cards, and this is the sun coming here to my table. Let me see if I can maybe move it so you can see the cards better here. Now, funny enough, this partner is romanticizing us on one hand. On the other hand, see, there are two sixes, both of them are reversed. On the other hand, they are aware who we are, and they are aware also that if they do come back, it's going to be completely different. Yes, maybe we do want to go back with a partner, but it has to be different. It has to be really honest. It has to be precise. It has to grow from this point on. And well, as much as it hasn't been the right timing the first kind of like time around, it does look like that some kind of like something is looking up. When you do have this Ace of Wands showing up, it talks about passion. And when passion is there, like lots of things kind of like can get resolved, but at the same time, my concern is like when I see this enormous passion, kind of like wondering, don't forget that like there are like essential things over here. Like it's not all in passion, because passion kind of like makes you get involved, and then you get all these hormones and pheromones. It's kind of like really hard to detangle. So advice is like not to kind of allow passion to kind of fly really high. So let's see the first week in September. Okay, so this is saying, guys, this whole illusion of this X is an illusion. Sorry to say, but maybe we are romanticizing them. Maybe we think too much of them. Maybe we think too much of this relationship. However, it looks like this is just the this is just our imagination, figment of our imagination. Yeah, look, it's saying the relationship just doesn't exist. Almost would be hard to even glue it. Like it looks like there are two very different people here, right? Yeah, and you see, we are getting it. We are getting it. We don't want it. We really don't want it. This is like, we don't want to hear it. No, you're not the soulmate. Because, and this is where our logical mind serves each and every time. We don't get sucked in emotion. Sure, this kind of indicates one night stand, sleeping together. Oh, yes, let's do it once in the name of the old times. And that's maybe what is happening here. But we say, listen, my soulmate would treat me better. And my soulmate would look out for me. There you go. This unfortunately was a lost opportunity that is becoming evident. They might have somebody else as well. This could be a mother of his kids, a father of her kids, somebody else, or they might become very emotional as well. Wow, look at this, 3 aces, 1, 2, 3, and now this is the cutting ace, and this is in the karma category. This is one of my karma cards here coming out. So we are cutting them off. This is not cutting them off out of our life, cutting them off from our thoughts, cutting them off, severing them. Off you go. This kind of festered for way too long, and we are moving forward. There is like the Chariot moment. We are declaring independence. We're kind of getting to this black and white situation, but sometimes this black and white situation does work. Like you either are going to do this, we are either going to work as a couple, or we are not. Like this whole third person, and you building the walls, and not knowing where you're going at a crossroads, and then I want it, I don't want it. That's not going to fly anymore. And see the second week? The Empress. Look, we are getting ourselves on our throne. This is like we are mothers, we are creators, we are like reclaiming our life back here. 9 of Wands. Sorry, dude. You had your choice. You had your option. And right now you are in the category of what needs repair. You go to a shop, remove these elements, let's see if they can fix you. Come back if you're fixed. That's literally what's going to happen. We are going to have a minor tower. Maybe they'll come back to us. Maybe we are going to have this kind of like questioning of ourselves. Did we make this good decision? Did we not make this good decision? But these 3 aces are telling us it's time to move on, and it's clearly moving on away from him. So we might still kind of have issues in us that we have to repair. This could be codependency issues. This would be who we really are, what kind of person we want to be. And this is certainly saying that we have to clean our house and anything that doesn't work over there. Yeah, it is a situation that took a big toll on us. situation that was too hard, that we were angered and angry, and it was festering, and maybe this is finally coming to an end. As far as them, guys, it looks like they maybe had wife, or they had a steady girlfriend, and maybe that was the issue, going back and forth. And maybe they were saying they were not giving courtesy of saying this, of mentioning that, and maybe kind of like that came out somewhere. Maybe they tried to plug it in from different sides, because this is true to be told, and you know, moving forward. So this is the wife card. Yeah, the death. Karma is saying, done, over, stick a fork in me. It's not happening. The sun is not going to shine in this relationship. Sorry, Aquas. And we knew it, right? We knew it is time to move on. Let's make this collective decision that we are going to be strong and just shed the past. I usually do that on the 31st of December every year. I grin my teeth and just like shed it. Whatever it is, it stays in the last year. I'm not moving forward, so we can as well do it during the solar eclipse and just leave bad things in the past. This person was not a productive person. I don't know what's happening in the world. A lot of this is happening lately. I am not so sure why people are not anymore growing up. This is all kind of like teenager kind of thing. So Aquarians, this is a general reading, so this might not be a situation whatsoever. So if you really want to know, this is on a special, contact me via my website for your personal reading. And also very soon bi-weeklies are coming, which is going to get different energies. This is more or less on and off and X, so look out for that. This is in the next couple of days. And lastly, just come and visit me on Facebook. This is kind of like a place where sometimes do Reiki, sometimes I do this teaching kind of tarot. And yeah, please subscribe and like. Thank you so much, everybody. Aquas, you're my buddies. I love you. All the best. Well, thank you for watching, and please remember to join my Facebook as well, where you can get different tips and possibly healing as well on daily basis. Thanks again. Until the next time, love you.